What's up, everybody? It's your boy Robertini De'Source, and if you don't know, I am a music producer. But for today, I'm going to be a reactor, as I'm going to be reacting to One Piece, starting not from the beginning, but basically from kind of the middle portion of the show, maybe a little bit more than the middle. And if you want to understand why I'm doing that, I actually explained that in another video, and I'll put that in the description below. I already started One Piece basically, and I've been enjoying the journey, and I decided to finally record my reaction. So it's going to be a really fun time, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, so it's going to be cool. And of course, I'm going to be also talking a lot about just the music in the show and different things. And of course, if you're looking for music producer content, I'll also put that in the description below. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm very excited. So we right now are starting on episode 687, and we're in the middle of the Dressrosa arc right now, and Doflamingo, he's the villain, and he did his whole birdcage thing, and basically Luffy and everybody in the gang, they got split up as they always do, and they're trying to track down Doflamingo, and of course his family's trying to stop him. So I think that's where we are right now, and yeah, I'm just excited to get this going, and we are going to start watching the episode. So hopefully you enjoy the reaction. This is my first time doing this, so if you have any feedback, let me know, because I'm new to this. So, you know, let's get started. Let's press play here and see where we're at. Ooh, that's loud. That's real loud. Yeah, so 687. We still got a ways to go because there's 900 something episodes in this, if I believe. I don't know the exact number. So, oh yeah, okay, so that's when Pika was in that weird form, and then like Luffy messed him up a little bit, or destroyed his form. He's not dead yet though, and Pika has a high-pitched voice. Yeah. What's weird about this show is there's so many characters. It's crazy. And every time you hear this song in the background, you know something's about to go down. You know I gotta comment on the music here. I like that character right now. He's also doing his thing. I think he's trying to track down everybody as well. Just as a heads up, guys, you might hear a random voice. Don't worry about it. You'll find out who he is later on. Yes. The Navy always is useless, like except for like the top characters in the Navy. Oh damn! That's Luffy's traditional move right there.
Is this in 4K right now?
Is this in 4K?
Yeah.
No, but the quality is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, sometimes they recycle characters. Like they'll combine the characters together. So that guy with his tongue out, he reminded me of that other guy from the Fisherman arc.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Ended up on Luffy's boat. On the ship,
yeah.
I should say. And he reminds me of another character, so I felt like they combine characters sometimes. Of course, I mean, there's so much.
I love how Luffy calls him Mingo. Of course you can. Like, what do you think? Yeah. For those of you guys who may know or not know, yes, the Dressrosa arc is a very long arc. I'm aware of that, but I'm still enjoying it, despite some of the issues that a lot of people talk about, which maybe I'll talk about at the end of this episode, or maybe later at the end of this video. Oh! What was that, Destructo Cannon? Destruction Cannon?
Destruction Cannon, I think.
Okay. This character right here. It's kind of annoying. You know what I like about the Don Quixote family? It's, they're like one of the weirdest group of like villains I've seen so far. Besides like the Ginyu Force and stuff. Like,
What about the Foxy Pirates?
oh yeah, they're they're very unique too. That's what I love about anime villains. Like sometimes they're just so odd, but oddly well done in certain ways. And God Usopp, that's right. God Usopp. They really idolize Usopp right now. That was one of the funniest moments in a while from this show. Not in a while, but like, I thought that was hilarious. Because we all know Usopp's character already. Where'd the fire come from?
You see?
Oh. Oh, duh, Sabo. What am I saying? Yeah, I thought that was also pretty cool, man. Sabo getting the fire flame fruit. I can't speak today, but yeah, that was a really cool kind of fan service moment that I really appreciated.
Maybe it's not flame, maybe it's flare.
Oh, it is the flare fruit.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's the flare fruit.
Yeah.
All right, Sabo, let's do your thing. I want to see you. See what you got. They're your little flare fruit powers now. Don't let Ace down now.
Oh, listen. Yes, it is.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about. Like, I'm trying not to talk too much for you guys, so you guys can see my reaction. But man, it's so cool to see that Sabo is part of the Revolutionary Army, and then even the what's her name? That girl from the Fishman Island arc, the one who was a slave, and now she's also on the Revolutionary Army. It's been a while, so I may not remember character names, so I apologize. Of course he is. What would you do if you had all these people like around you, like
hockey?
Yeah, right.
I didn't even let you finish.
Exactly. Of course. Come on. Let's do it. Come on, he's a Logia type. Are you really? Y'all should know better than that. Mera fruit. Sound like he said attack. I don't understand why that they're shooting him, but they know that he's a Logia type. That's funny to me.
Their emotions right now.
Of course. Does he have the oh, never mind. I was gonna say a finger pistol thing, but he doesn't, right?
Finger pistol? I don't know.
Do you guys know if does he have the finger pistol ability, or that's just me? He called it claws, but I'm just curious. That's all.
You're thinking about when Ace was doing the finger pistol?
Did he do a finger pistol?
Yeah, he was shooting.
Oh no, like the from the CP9. From
that's what
they did that technique.
That's
with
what
their
was.
finger.
That's what it was called, finger pistol.
Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying the background view over here. I thought it would be cool to kind of give you a perspective of what I'm watching. I'm watching on my computer, but I have a TV here, so everything looks really nice over there too. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I keep adjusting the mic to y'all. I'm trying to get the perfect angle. I'll definitely work on that too. So as powerful as he is, like I just wonder when he starts going against the admirals, because Ace, I mean, he was kind of beat up when he got, it was for execution, but when he was released, obviously he did his thing for like a good 5 minutes, but then after that, what's his name? The Magma, yeah, the Magma Admiral, messed him up in 2 seconds.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, Sabo is my favorite character, and I honestly think he's definitely stronger than Ace. He's number 2 of the Revolutionary Army for no reason.
Ooh.
Oh wait, that didn't even make sense. He's number 2 for that exact reason. He's strong.
Oh, yeah, but this Vice Admiral got some cool little moves here too.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Is he stronger than Zoro though?
I don't know. Oh,
Like a cat?
low key, call him the P word.
Ooh, about to... Oh.
Super hidden technique from 10,000 years. Dragon Claw.
Oh, that's cool. Damn. With his fingers. That big ass sword. That's right, Dada.
Da.
Wow. Wow. Damn, Sabo became a badass. Oh god. I know Fujiwara's looking, even though he's blind, but he's just like, Oh, he did that move. He did that before. Wow, there's no... Are you serious?
I wonder where that meteorite comes from. Like, it just magically appears?
I don't know if they really explained his power that much yet.
No, I think he has like some sort of like gravity kind of power.
Is it a devil fruit?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if they, you guys let me know in the comments, for those of you who watched this already. Is this a devil fruit or not? But if it's spoiling something, then don't. Oh. Did he kill him? Did he just kill this guy? Oh no, he's there, okay. Yeah, let the man protect his brother. That's what brothers do. That's right. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. If we drink alcohol together, we're brothers forever.
That's right, y'all. The solid of both.
Yeah.
At 10 years old, all you gotta do is just take a cup of sake, a little alcohol, drink that. Aww. That was cool. Aw, let's bring back memories now. Yeah, everybody knows that iconic scene in this anime and the manga with Ace, man. That was very interesting because this show was very strange with deaths. Not a lot of characters died, so to see like Ace, probably the first character really to actually die, that was very impactful for me, and I'm sure for everybody else who witnessed that scene. Very peculiar writing, in my opinion.
Dang, you heard what he said? He said, no matter where I am in the world, if Luffy calls, I'll be there for him now.
Yeah, that's what you call real brotherhood.
So he, maybe they'll explain it to you. I don't know if you understand this situation.
He was probably like training with the Revolutionary Army, and then he found out that Ace died in the war, right?
Can I say it?
No, come on.
Oh, okay.
Y'all people. So this person who's speaking has watched this already, but he's just rewatching it with me. So y'all gotta help me out here. No spoilers. Oh. Haki? We already know how these animes go, man. These fights never really start until the episode after, etc., etc. That's what I'm expecting here.
Let's see if he's right.
Okay.
Okay. This is the actual
Next
fight.
episode. Ow.
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
All right.
Oh, we gotta pause that. Alright, cool. That was the episode 687. Our episode was pretty good. Liking the direction that things are going. There's a lot of different battles going on the side. I kind of like the fact that they're bringing Sabo back and just kind of getting a little understanding of what he's been doing since they separated. Clearly he's part of the Revolutionary Army, and I'm hoping that they expand a little bit more. I want to know when he joined. I did hear, though, that there is an episode called Episode of Sabo. Is that correct?
Yes.
So my assumption is I need to watch that episode. I don't know when, so you guys need to let me know in the comments, or Big Old Buddy over here can let me know when I should watch that episode.
Right
so.
now.
Okay.
Right now. I'm joking.
Yeah, so.
At due time.
Absolutely. So, cool episode. A lot going on. Luffy, Zoro, the gang, the entire crew, everybody separated. But what else is new? That's how One Piece is. I still like that. And yeah, I just can't wait till they really go head to head with Doflamingo. Also, Trafalgar Law. I'm really interested to know what's going to go on with him, because clearly he had this motivation to take down Doflamingo, but what's going to happen when all of this is over at some point? Is Doflamingo going to die? What's going to happen? Is Luffy actually going to beat him? Because he seems like a very pivotal character, clearly with the SAD that he's manufacturing, and of course his relationship with Kaido. So there's a lot going on. So I'm very curious to know how this is going to develop, what's going to happen with the Four Emperors as well. We know a lot about Big Mom and Kaido, but we don't know too much what's going on with Shanks. Is Shanks involved with this whole situation with SAD as well? So these are some of the questions that I have. So we're going to hop into the next episode, and we're going to keep it moving. So let's get into it.
Yeah. Be back, y'all.
Yeah, these recaps be long, but it's all good, man. Sometimes it's good to get information about the show. It's a week-by-week show, obviously, so I understand it. But if you're binging, the recaps could get a little tedious, because you're like, I just seen this. Damn, that quality fixed in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Mushy! If he can make friends with anybody, they just become so loyal to him for like the weirdest reasons. just made friends with the bull, basically.
272 episodes later, we're gonna talk about that.
Thanks for the heads up.
His name is Cabbage?
That's not his real name. You know how Luffy is.
Oh.
You guys remember.
Oh, shit. I was about to say.
Cavendish.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But he calls him Cabbage. I'm not mistaken. Is that Pika? Oh no, that's that guy, yeah. Yo, his power's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Why do you...
Why'd he lose?
Yeah.
There's just other stronger people
I mean, I'm
in
not...
that arena.
Yeah. You know what's so funny to me? You could tell Toei Animation definitely had their hand in this because the sound effects are the exact same sound effects in most of their kind of their animated content. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's funny because like some of these sound effects sound like I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. It's really funny.
Go, go!
Yeah, yo, Luffy, that's why I'm hoping, as the show progresses, will Luffy have his 2nd Division Pirates, 3rd Division Pirates? That's what I'm curious, because he's making friends with everybody. Which I'll find out 200-something episodes later, according to big old buddy over here.
Well, I mean, you'll find out in maybe 30 to 40 episodes with that, what you just mentioned. What I mentioned was before the anime part.
Oh.
200-something episodes later. It's actually pretty funny.
Here.
Oh no, I'll remember. Something in my body will be like, oh yeah, remember that time?
It's a long way from now.
Uh-huh. You think? We could binge it.
Is that, okay, yeah. He has the sea prism stone, handcuff stones on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he just explained it good. Luffy's all no plan whatsoever. And you know another thing too, and I just realized, like, Trafalgar Law has his crew. Like, where's his crew? Now I think about it, like, he never explained where his crew is at right now. Oh wait, he did, but like, I'm surprised like they didn't even like cut to a scene to show like what they're doing or like their concern for him. But maybe I'll find that out a little bit later.
Remember how Luffy be separating and like the crew be doing their own thing too?
Yeah.
I feel like that's exactly what's going on.
Okay.
I know they'll definitely talk about his crew soon.
Okay.
That's one of those situations like everybody's separating, doing their own thing.
Yeah. I totally get that. I ain't gonna lie. Out of the women, yo, why does Rebecca actually might be the most attractive one? It's probably because she's not wearing anything. I'm not trying to be weird like that, but like,
Yes.
they drew her very interestingly. Let's put it that way. Most people know with animes, man, and mangas, it's always the women. They always have to make them with voluptuous. That's just how it is. You get used to it though.
Or not.
Good call, because I was going to say the same thing. Oh, there they go. Yeah, about to bring his whole squad. That's what's up. Is this the squad from before? I think they were on flying bees, right?
I have no idea. Oh, Becca.
You see what I'm talking about? I'm not trying to be mean, but like, damn.
Jeez.
Man, I know a lot of people be liking Robin and shit, but
Yeah, Rebecca,
and Nami
though.
too.
She's a new queen. She the queen bee now.
Now it would be cool. I don't think this will happen, but what if Rebecca like joined the crew? That would actually be pretty cool.
Oh, you want me to tell you what happened?
No, don't tell me what happens.
Okay. It's a high possibility.
Because I think the crew needs another woman on the ship, straight up. That's my personal opinion, people. All right, so don't. Some people might have
He's
a
a
different
feminist,
opinion.
yo.
I'm not a.
Oh!
Hey, hey.
Oh, you gonna have to edit that. And not what? Oh.
That's not what I meant.
Yes, he meant that. What is that?
Yeah, right? Okay, so are they trying to come up with a plan to like get through the birdcage? Is that what this is? I could be very ignorant because I probably just missed this, but... Oh yeah, these are the beetles that they were riding on before, I remember.
What?
Damn, they're strong! Interesting how a lot of animes do this too. They just have such a change in mood. Like, this is a serious situation going on, but they find a way to keep it light. That's Japanese humor right there for you. And I love how Bartholomew is like such a fanboy of the Straw Hats. What are they doing? I'm really
They're trying to get to Law and Luffy.
Oh, they are trying to get to Law. Okay, I get it now. Makes
They're
sense.
trying to get there as fast as possible.
Makes sense. As I'm paying attention to the music in the background, I think it's very interesting too. With the kind of song selection that they use for certain scenes, I think that's very, it really definitely creates a mood for every scene. And one of the things I'm thinking about doing too, which I don't want to distract myself too much, but I'm also thinking about doing soundtrack reactions for animes. So that'll be something to look forward to as well. Luffy bodied Pika's form right there, although Pika's still alive.
Wow. Swim.
Wow. Exactly, I agree. And one thing I've learned about One Piece is never to underestimate the weird-looking characters. The weirder they are, for some strange reason, the more badass or the more powerful or the more important they are. Oh, ooh. Wow. Okay.
This is how men fight.
It's a good way to fight. That's funny.
Swim.
They've been fighting for a while now I think about it. Oh, Senor's like, bring it on. Look at him with this pacifier in his mouth. But yeah, I was saying before, these weird characters, man, I don't want to say weird, because this show, that's what it's about. But it's like, the characters who are just odd looking, they're always usually badass. It's really cool. I like that concept. Yeah, let's go. That's right.
So what?
That's right. Pika and his high-pitched voice. Could you imagine if my voice sounded like this all the time?
Yes, I can.
Imagine if I did this whole reaction like this. No, really, I wouldn't do that.
Too short style.
I think this would be Zoro's first biggest challenge, because in the Fisherman Island arc, he kind of handled business pretty easily, right?
Yep.
So this is... I'm very excited to see this fight.
I guess we'll see that in 30 episodes.
I hope he's not joking.
Oh no, well, I don't know. But obviously, it's not the time to be watching that. It's too much going on. I guess he'll have his own episode for that. Oh.
Who's that? I guess we'll find out.
I don't know.
Oh, for me personally, very random, but I think Law is one of my favorite characters as well. I know you said your favorite character is Sabo. I think I'm a huge fan of Law.
Yeah, Law's my second.
I like the way he moves.
Yeah.
He means business, but he's also very strategic. I kind of like that for his character. Cabbage. Oh, it's Doflamingo. I recognize the hand. Yeah, he has this weird thing where he does like the...
Oh shit, well, you might be right.
Right? And he has that funny laugh. That's how he laughs.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Pretty close. Or... I wonder if it's the other guy.
That's Doflamingo, yeah. That voice is recognizable. Doflamingo. So,
To be continued.
yeah, that was episode 688. A desperate situation. Luffy gets caught in a trap. I guess the trap is, it is a dead end, and now here comes Doflamingo, and I'm going to assume some other villains that are going to be there. Who knows? But that was a very cool episode. You get to see some of these other fights going on. There's literally so much going on in each part of Dressrosa right now. It's kind of hard to keep up. You know, you got Zoro fighting Pika. Then you have what's his name? Wow, I can't even remember his name.
Sabo.
Yeah, Sabo fighting Fujiwara right now. And then you
Frank.
have Frank also fighting Senor. And then you have kind of the rest of the crew trying to find Luffy and Law. So there's a lot going on. And it seems like we're about to finally get to the battle with Doflamingo. So that's very, very exciting. I can't wait to basically get into that. Just the only couple things that I'm very curious about is, once again, I'm maybe being a little bit impatient, I don't know, but basically I just want to know, what's going to happen with Law? Obviously all of this is going on, but what's the real motive here? Yes, we know that Law is trying to, break the four emperors, and he feels like the best way to do that is to attack Kaido. But why specifically Kaido? Even though we know that Kaido has a relationship with Don Quixote Doflamingo, and Law has a connection to Doflamingo, but I feel like there's a lot more to this, because you could have targeted Big Mom, you could have targeted Shanks, and of course there's also Blackbeard, which he's doing his own thing, so we gotta focus on the other three for now. So that's what I want to know, what makes Kaido so important compared to the other emperors. And I also want to know what's going on with Sanji and Nami and the rest of the game, because they left. They're not part of this at all, so I have no idea where they're at. I know they're supposed to go to Zoe, I think. That's the island that they're at, but they haven't really shown much about what's going on. So hopefully soon we get to hear a little bit more about what they're doing and what their plan is, so that we could, kind of know how everybody's going to meet up. So that's kind of my thought process. So with that being said, we're going to get into the next episode and keep it going. Thank you guys for continuing to watch this, because I'm having a blast right now, and I hope you guys are too. So, on to the next one. All right. I'm not going to look at the episode names. I guess people do that, but I don't care. What if I understood Japanese?
Yo,
it's just like, what?
The funny thing is that episode name, Yo, the episode turns out.
That's great. I'm so glad I put my head down.
Don't look at the episode.
For you guys to understand, there's the TV over there too, so I could have turned my head. But let's focus on this right now. Oh, I love his laugh. Yo. Doflamingo might be one of my favorite villains because he's such an asshole, but it's so brilliant in a way. And I'm not saying that like I like assholes, but his character is really amazing. Oh! Snap! Wait, why did Luffy's thing go like that? Oh! He could shoot the web? I mean the string? Oh. Damn. Oh no. Oh no. Shout out to Musi because he did his thing, man, to try to get them. Damn.
I noticed he's already writing him off as dead.
This is what I'm saying. I love Doflamingo as a character because he just pisses people off. Now, he's already pissing me off. I know exactly what I'm going to sample now. I think y'all heard it. Hint, hint. This is definitely what we were talking about before. I want to definitely learn more about that. I feel like we're about to get a lot of information in this episode for sure. As you can see, we're a little quiet because there's a lot going on right now. Corazon was his brother, right? And he killed him? That's crazy. Oh, okay. Is that loyalty thing I kept talking about? Alright, but it's Doflamingo. Yeah. Like, what? He's not dying. Like, he's not getting hurt. I can definitely tell you I'm going to be sampling that laugh in one of my beats. I have to. If you guys would like to see that, Doflamingo's laugh in one of my beats, let me know in the description, in the comments, whatever.
This power is crazy.
Yeah.
He's doing that from a distance. Luffy's definitely one of the luckiest anime characters too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree.
To die at least 700 times.
That's kind of what makes this this anime a little unique. It's like the main character somehow gets away with a lot of things that he should have died for. It's clearly part of the narrative of this. And I'll actually explain that maybe at the end of this episode, but I actually have a theory that I'm going to explain about that, which I have a feeling that they might talk about later, but definitely I feel like Luffy has some sort of special ability to be able to, even though he has bad luck around him, like everything's always going to work out in his favor. At least that's just how I feel. So, if you guys agree with me, let me know. Backstory. I thought that was very nice with the toy and Rebecca being his daughter. That's a very nice touch. Come on, why you guys? These civilians, they're just. You know, I wonder if any of you guys were in this situation, if you were one of the civilians, would you be the same way, knowing that in order to save your life, you have to kill the people that he said for us to try to kill?
Well, I know me personally, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
People, they won't really know until they're put into certain situations. They
That's
say
true.
they won't, and they end up doing it. You just gotta really know yourself.
Yeah. Was that just a puppet he created?
It seems like it.
Yeah, of course. Wow. So he can create a puppet and he can still use his powers with that puppet. That's actually wild. It's basically similar to like the Shadow Clone Jutsu, basically, right? In the sense that you can create a copy of yourself and it can do exactly the same things. I don't mean to compare with Naruto, but it just came in my mind. I can't get over that he keeps calling him Cabbage. I feel you, bro. Oh. You already know what Luffy's about to do. Of course. This map. I love when they show the maps of like where all the characters are, and this is very common in almost a bunch of other arcs as well. Everybody's always separated. Oh yeah, you knew that was coming. Third gear with Haki. Strong Luffy is. I know. Exactly. These characters ain't no joke. Sorry, buddy. But wait, oh, they're really underground. I see. I see. Okay, that just answered my question. Actually, kind of could make him a good, like, what makes him a good leader in a way. It's like, it's bad, but it ends up working out. So it's like, at the end of the day, you're leading everybody into a situation, and you do stupid shit, but then it ends up working out. It's so weird.
Like if you have the will to get to where you need to get to, you'll get there.
Yeah. It's clearly a very common theme in this anime, for sure. Anime manga. Straw Hat, yeah? He really wants to beat the crap out of the Flamingo. I love it. See, it's strange because not every episode's following the fights, so you keep forgetting. And here we are now back to Fire Fist and Fujio.
I think that's why a lot of people don't really like this art. Because, like, yeah, everybody's doing their thing, but they didn't have to do it like this. It would have been that not so damn good to Sabo. And this guy, what's his name?
Fujiwara, yeah.
Fujiwara.
Ooh, it's going down. Yeah, I get that. I know a lot of people like to talk about the pacing of this arc, which we could talk about at the end of this episode and how I feel, or maybe even another video. I'm not sure yet, but to be honest with you, I'm enjoying this a lot, despite these issues that everybody keeps talking about. So, but we'll get to that later. I love the way that they emphasize like the cool parts about the character. Number 2. Senor. I love how they keep emphasizing his crotch area for no reason. Every time Senor doesn't move on him. Oh yeah, that's right. He has the barrier fruit, right? Oh my god. I should have known. It's not that easy. What is he? Is he about to piss on him? No way. Wow. What a way to scare people off. Yeah, he was a very interesting character too when we first saw him, and Luffy beat the crap out of him in 2 seconds. That was one of my favorite moments as well. Luffy knocked him with that punch. Also, he calls his form String Joker. Of course he has the key. What an interesting set of characters, man. In my opinion, at least. Are we about to go to a flashback?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Ah, so is this going to be about law? Clearly. So Law basically had this hat since he was a little kid? The same hat? Did the hat grow with his head? And that's obviously no disrespect to him, because I mean Luffy had the same straw hat for years as well. Even Law was a bold child when he was younger. Interesting sound and music selection. Very interesting sound and music selection at the end, for sure. I thought that was pretty cool. This was a very cool episode. I really liked where it's going. Clearly, we're about to get into Trafalgar Law's backstory, which will be great because I kind of want to know a little bit more about his connection with Doflamingo because I think that's important. So that's going to be really exciting to see. Luffy doing his third gear with his haki, the elephant gun. We all know Luffy's reckless, so I kind of knew that was going to happen. That's just how Luffy is. So that's the cool part. Obviously, you have the rest of the crew still doing their thing, and Bartolomeo being Bartolomeo by just basically taking his pants down, and everybody just got scared. That's expected from him, but I know I mentioned a little bit kind of about Luffy and kind of his leadership role, and I was saying I feel like Luffy is a character where he's so reckless, but his recklessness is actually his biggest strength because it's what leads him to do things that actually end up working out, and I feel like that's part of the narrative of One Piece and his specific character throughout the entire show. It's kind of similar to Goku from Dragon Ball Z in a way, but not necessarily. Yeah, he's very lucky. That's the point. He's very lucky. So I think that's kind of the idea. It's like you have like a main character who, even though he goes through a lot of stuff, there's some sort of luck that comes along with it. But the luck has to do with the fact that he's very reckless. When you connect the two together, that's kind of how I feel that's where the theme of leadership is kind of coming from. It's a very unorthodox form of leadership, but it is what it is. I guess we'll explore that a little bit more later on. And
yeah, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you follow a leader like Luffy?
That is a good question. It would annoy me, but I don't know. That's a really good question.
I certainly won't.
That is a good question. But here's the thing, though, because you say you won't, but like look at all these people who think Luffy's an idiot, but yet they're following him. He obviously has some sort of very powerful influence, and that's what I'm saying. It's
his crew too.
Yeah.
God Usopp? Are you kidding me?
All right,
you
but
think that was Luffy that inspired all these people?
No,
it was Usopp.
Yeah, but what did Usopp do? He didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
What I'm basically trying to say is, thank God Luffy has his crew because
yeah,
if he did it, I don't think he'll be at the point where he is right now.
That's 100% true. That is very 100% true.
A very great crew.
Yeah, that is 100% true. When you think about Luffy's character, his character is all supported by his crew. Without his crew, Luffy's literally nothing. Yeah. Even though he's super strong right now, obviously he got the training, but none of that would have happened unless, he had to go through what he went through with his crew. So you're absolutely right. That's definitely a huge theme in One Piece, which I also find very interesting. So really, a leader is as good as his supporting cast. That's really what you have to put out. And if you think about it, Zoro is actually really more of the leader sometimes in certain situations, because sometimes he's the one who takes command. And as you guys can see here, my camera does this weird thing where it shuts off after every 30 minutes. So it's going to shut off. So I'm going to reset this thing so we can kind of continue this conversation real quick. So I'll just let it run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. There was a weird thing where my camera shuts off every 30 minutes or so. I did not realize this was a limit when I first got this camera, but it's still a pretty good camera. Eventually, I'm hoping to get a better camera so I don't have to deal with that limit. But as I was saying before, we were talking about Luffy's leadership, and I was just basically saying sometimes Zoro takes the leadership role in certain situations. I don't know if you...
I honestly think sometimes Nami takes
leadership. And yeah, Nami for sure.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I also think that the women in the crew are definitely really up there. I know I'm laughing because in the last episode we talked about like feminists and stuff. Not really talked about them, but he kind of slipped up on his viewpoints on feminists. Nah, I'm not. That's not the point. I don't want you guys to think that, okay? I just don't want you to. I'm looking in the camera, okay? That was not my intention, just in case. But no, I do think that Robin and Nami are definitely, they play very important roles in the crew, and that's what I love. And I know everybody talks about like anime and these women always having, voluptuous figures and everything like that, but if you can look past that, I think the women in this particular anime are they have a lot of roles, which I really do like. Yeah, maybe sometimes they're not, you know, up to par with the main characters. Maybe they're not the strongest characters, but they hold the crew down. Without them, the crew is nothing. So I think they're very important. So it's really cool just to see how the relationship with Luffy and his crew and Luffy and the other characters are really coming together, because Luffy is supposed to become, or at least his goal is to become the king of the pirates, and to be a king.
A good chance he might not become a king.
Yeah, in order to become a king, you have to be a great leader. Yeah, that's what he thinks. He believes that, or at least his thought process is, it would be cool if Luffy does not become a king of the pirates, which we don't know right now. Obviously, the show and the manga are still running.
The manga's over.
Okay. Yeah. You be careful. Be careful. There's a lot of One Piece fans here. They're gonna say something about that. But
they'll say something to you. They're like, "Who's that guy? That voice?"
But yeah, that was a really, really good episode, and I think for now we will probably at least end this here. We're gonna just do 3 episodes for now. My plan is to do 6, but I'm gonna end it at the 3rd episode, just to see how things are going. And if you guys really do like what's going on, we're definitely going to continue. This was episode 689. Definitely will get into 690 and probably do 6 episodes on forward, but this was my first ever anime reaction, so I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to I hope you guys look forward to hearing more. This is a music producer's perspective, which I know a lot of music producers aren't really doing that. So I wanted to have fun with this. I thought it would be a cool thing. And for you people who want to know more about the music content, I'm going to put descriptions below on where you can find my music. Of course, I have beats that I sell online, which you can go on my website, which is at www.iamdesource.com. And what else? Got some new music that I'm working with a couple artists that are coming out. I'm going to be putting out some cool music production content with one of my beats that I put up. The beat's called Legends. I'm going to do a whole breakdown of how I put that beat together. So that's going to be coming out at some point soon. And I can't wait for you guys to see all the content. So for those of you guys who are on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. And please support your boy Robertini De'Source. If you're on Patreon, I just want to say thank you very much for taking the opportunity to check out the Patreon page. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to try to keep myself available to the best of my ability. So this journey can't be a journey that I can do alone. It's all because of you guys. So I'm very, very, very thankful. So with that, I'm going to sign out. And remember, you are who you want to be, and don't let anybody ever tell you who you cannot be. You are who you are. Just remember that, all right? So until the next video,